All right, next up, Turbo FAQ. Turbo FAQ. Going up against GG Engineering. Let's see how well Turbo FAQ can pull this one off. GG Engineering is one that a lot of people get stuck on. So we'll see how well he's able to do here. Not really utilizing... Oh, takes a big shot to the face, and another one from the Death Beam, and Turbo FAQ goes down in record time. All right, next up, Dakota Fu, another Windwalker monk. Going up against Proboscis. We will find out if Dakota Fu can dance. Here comes the Torrent Cast. Not interrupted. Ooh, does take a whole lot of damage from that Torrent Cast. Was not interrupted quickly enough to avoid the damage entirely. Down to 32% health now. Proboscis damage. And uh-oh, we got a Battle Royale. Zista has now joined the arena and will be going up against Proboscis as well. Spawning in Battletron. Is Zista seriously going to get himself a free Battletron kill? Here comes the Rain Dance. Let's see if Proboscis can somehow kill off both of them with this. Are you kidding me? All right. So, and whatever Can't Drinks was going to get, he got that for free too. Zista has managed to cheese his way through all of the rank 7 bosses so far by having the Battle Royales happen. So the Battle Royale is a glitch that can occur that will cause multiple people to spawn in at the same time. And if you kill whoever was spawned in first, as long as it's not a rank 8 boss, the person who was spawned in, anyone who spawns in after that gets credit for their fights as well. So Zista spawned in, had Battletron spawn in with it, and since Proboscis died and he survived long enough to get ported out, he has now gotten credited with a Battletron kill and will move on to Meatball. And then, obviously, after that, seeing as how Meatball, if he manages to die to Meatball, then he's dead to me. But after that, he'll be moved on to the rank 8 fights. He got a free Dark Summoner kill. He got a free... He did have to work on GG Engineering for a while, but he got a free Dark Summoner kill. He got a free Battletron kill now. And Meatball is basically a free kill on his own. So, I hate you, Zista. Oh, there we go. Finally, a new challenger. Ooey Bear has been ported into the arena. A monk going up against the Dark Summoner. We'll see how well he is able to pull this off. His flashlight is now active. Any second now, the first ghost will be coming towards him. There it is over there in the corner. Needs to be going over there and killing that ghost. There he goes. Now moving over there to kill the ghost. Has taken a fair bit of damage in the meantime. Now that ghost is down, he's going to turn around and start putting some damage into the Dark Summoner. The second ghost has already spawned, though. So we'll have to see if he can put the damage in that he needs to here. He's got 6 seconds remaining on that debuff before he decides to move over and kill this ghost. It can be a little bit challenging trying to get the right timing on killing these things, because if you're not careful, the ghost will stack up. He now has 2 of them active. The second one has spawned somewhere. I don't actually see the second one. Oh, it's right there. Actually spawned very, very close to him. Does run over and kill off that ghost. Has another one now CC, but he's getting very, very low on health himself. Does decide to kill off that other ghost that's there. Down to 20% health. Going to need to heal himself up to continue putting damage into the Dark Summoner. A new ghost should be spawning somewhere soon. I don't believe there's one active right at the moment. Decides to roll out of there. He's got 8 seconds left to put some damage into the Dark Summoner here. 6, 5. Can he get through the remaining health before the Dark Summoner becomes invulnerable again? No! 3% health remaining. He needs to spin around quickly, kill off this other ghost, and finish off the Dark Summoner. He's got 30 seconds remaining on the DPS timer. That's plenty of time. He just needs to put the remaining 2% into the Dark Summoner, and there he goes. Ooey Bear will claim himself a kill against the Dark Summoner. One of the more challenging bosses in here.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call?
We'll see how well he is able to do here as a elemental shaman, standing at range there, casting off some lava bursts. This one can be a bit deceptive for ranged DPS from time to time, because they do have a lot more room to work with. Sometimes you see them move too far away from the electric dynamites to actually be able to get in them when the polymorph is cast, the Mega Fantastic Discombobulator. When that's actually cast, there comes the cast, Mega Fantastic Discombobulator. Is he going to move in time? Does move in time. Okay, good. The cast actually did finish. It didn't look like he ever even got polymorph there, but he did move in time, down to 30% health, but should be able to keep himself alive. If anything, he'll just have to cast a couple of heals on himself, and well ahead of the DPS timer as well, so this should not be a problem for Osprey as long as he moves out of that electric dynamite. Ooh, took a whole lot of unnecessary damage there. Comes another electric dynamite cast. Again, just standing in it. Down to 5% health, 4%, 3%. Needs to heal himself in a hurry. There he goes. Looks like he actually popped a potion there. Another electric dynamite cast is going to move out of that. But here comes the polymorph. Is he going to notice in time? The polymorph is casting. It's finished. And now he is CC'd in the corner, taking damage. And down he goes. Osprey getting a bit panicked at the end there. Did not get into the electric dynamite in time. And as a result, he perished. All right, Zista is AFK. Are you... What? Well, if someone was going to die to Meatball, it was going to be Zista. 4% health now. He's coming into the fight at 4% health. Let's see if he can actually manage to keep himself alive long enough to get himself the kill here. There he's popping off Killing Spree. Has now got himself back up to full health and will go up against Meatball. Holy crap, Zista. How are you this bad at this game? Well, he's now stacking up the buff on himself. However, Meatball does have an Enrage at 1 minute that I'm not sure he's aware of. 380% increased damage. Needs to be finishing off Meatball here shortly. 12% health remaining on Meatball. And he exploded. I don't think I've ever actually seen him just do the explosion. I think he's always just died. Anyway, well, Meatball's over with now. Zista somehow managed to claim himself that kill despite being AFK at the start. Congratulations, sir. Alright, Zista. His first rank 8 encounter will be Disruptron. Good luck, Zista. Let's see if you can find a way to not die to this. There he goes, using Killing Spree, which is actually bouncing him back and forth between the Disruptor and Disruptron himself. And there, as he comes out of Killing Spree, takes a laser beam to the mouth. And hi, Vian. What's going on, buddy? Just gonna pop in here and hang out for a second. What are you doing? It's not your time right now, Vian. You need to leave. Store's closed. Oh, he actually is going up against somebody now. Mancrick has been ported into the arena. Mancrick appears to be AFK. And he's fighting Dippy and Vian the Volatile right now. He needs to be killing Dippy here, I believe. That's actually the one he's supposed to be killing. It just looks like things have bugged out. Ooh, he's actually now going after Vian the Volatile instead. I don't actually know what's happening now. Flux is in the arena. Flux has spawned in Disruptron on top of this. Battle Royale, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much going on right now. Welcome to rank 8, Mancrick. I know you're only going up against Dippy, but yeah. And why is Vian there? What is he doing there? What is going on right now? There, Mancrick uses the bubble to keep himself alive. Flux is trying to stay alive himself as well. Does get clipped by a laser beam in the corner. Bear has now entered the arena as well, along with Battletron. Bear may be able to get himself a free Battletron kill. No, he has now gone down to the laser beam. Looks like everyone's dead now. So we had Vian, we had Battletron, we had Disruptron, and we had Dippy in there as well. That was a bit of a mess. All right, next up we got Mux going up against Disruptron. All right. Is a elemental shaman, going to do as much damage as he can from range. Does not have a levitate though, so he's not going to be able to use the trick where you stand off in the corner by yourself and never have to worry about the shots coming out. So he is dodging mechanics at the moment, doing well so far. There he goes, a bloodlust on himself. Ooh, does manage to move out of the way of that beam in time. Another one coming out, doing the damage that he can. It looks like he does actually, even though the Ascendant seems to spend a lot of time floating in the air, he does actually have to continue dodging those mechanics while that's going on. But he's doing a remarkable job of dodging things so far, actually. And Disruptron is at 50% health and falling. We could be seeing a Disruptron kill here. Ooh, gets very, very close to that laser beam, but does manage to avoid it. Remember, there is a little bit of latency between him, me, and the server, so it sometimes looks like he's closer to those mechanics than they actually are. Damage on Disruptron is excellent at the moment. He's putting out more than the numbers that are necessary to be able to kill this fight off. There goes a puck actually hitting him in the face from that center thing. the multi-phaser, excuse me, pentaphasic disruptor. Oh no! He took another hit. Disruptron only at 25% health remaining. Plenty of time left on the timer. Oh, but one more hit from the pentaphasic disruptor takes him out, and down he goes. Oh, the glyph. All right. Anyway, Wazoo. It is just Wazoo going up against Millhouse Manastorm. We'll see how this one goes. We've been seeing a lot of Millhouse. We'll see if Wazoo can get the good RNG. Here comes the first Power Crystals, and that is a good first spawn here for Wazoo. Somewhere right now, Belizera, Flux, and I forgot the other guy's name, unfortunately. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. The Elemental Shaman, they're all crying right now because this would have been a kill for them. But we'll see what Wazoo can do here. He could actually be absorbing all three of those beams momentarily. Millhouse actually does take a couple of them there, but he's already at 56 stacks. That was an unfortunate second spawn, but a very, very good third spawn. So we're going to be seeing him hit 3 stacks, or excuse me, he's going to hit full stacks here very, very shortly and be able to lay in the damage. There is over a minute remaining, just over a minute remaining on the DPS timer right now. He's at 90 stacks, 90, 95, and in a second we'll see those stacks max out. I don't know why he felt the need to go over and kill that. Oh, because Millhouse is actually getting high on stacks as well. Okay, so he needs to make sure that Millhouse does not max out on stacks. He killed all of the power crystals. He needs to get in one in a hurry or he's going to lose his stacks. Is he going to waste his good RNG? No. Woo! Does manage to keep his full stacks. Needs to kill off that other one over there, though. Moves back over in time. Millhouse is already at 20% health. 30 seconds remaining on the timer here. I think we're going to see a Millhouse kill here, ladies and gentlemen. Millhouse at 89 stacks. Needs to avoid getting to full stacks. 9% health remaining on Millhouse. 2% health. 1% health. And down he goes. Millhouse Manastorm has been slain. He started to cast Doom, but Wazoo was able to finish him off just barely in time. Congratulations, sir.
Impressive.
Next up, we got Zista. Going up against me, apparently. By which I mean Epicus Maximus. Alright, we'll see what Zista can do here. Against the hardest fight in the Brawlers Guild. Avoiding the destructo laser so far. Almost took a clip of it there, but does manage to move out of the way in time. Damage looks a little bit low, but he's staying alive. Epicus, by the way, is still the least defeated fight in the Brawlers Guild at only 21 losses. Ooh, took a whole bunch of damage there. Looked like it was from the bits of pure rock and roll which fly around the room. There's a blue crush going off, does interrupt it before taking damage. 1 minute warning. There is killing spree going on. Actually managing to stay alive pretty well so far. Is low on health. Ooh, took another couple clips there, down to 5% health, 2% health. Still managing to stay alive. "30-second warning there for the Berserk timer." Oh, and there he does finally take another clip. And that will be the end of Zista. And next up, Killdog. Going up against Gordome. Here comes the charge! Does not move out of the way in time. Oh, very, he got annihilated. Didn't even knock him up into the air. He just turned into paste. Down he goes.
Fatality.
Alright, next up, Belizera. So who's up against Epicus Maximus. Let's see how she can do here. Alright, here we go. Epicus, remember, only 21 kills on this server cluster. Which I believe consists of Eridar, Laughing Skull, and possibly one other. There's the blue crush going off. However, she is able to just straight up outrange it as a ranged DPS. Doing very nice, kiting him across the room. Gets him over here in this corner. He's going to cast a Destructo Laser very soon. At which point she can just move over to the other side, not have to worry about dodging anything. Doing very well in the DPS so far, too. There's the Destructo Laser. She's going to go ahead and start heading over to the side, putting on the damage that she can in the meantime. Right after that should be a blue crush. There it is. She's just laying in as much damage as possible. 60% health remaining on Epicus. With 45 seconds, which I believe is about the halfway mark, so a little bit behind the DPS timer, actually. But may be able to make that up here soon. There's the Destructo Laser cast yet again. Just needs to be putting in as much damage as she possibly can. 30 seconds now remaining. 40% health on Epicus Maximus. Ooh, actually did get clipped by that blue crush there for just a second, but managed to move out of the way in time. Now kiting him over to this side of the room should work out well for her, because this is the side of the room where the fires will spawn, and they will be spawning very, very soon. About 10 seconds the fires will be spawning. However, there's still 30% of Epicus's health to get through. She's going to need to put out as much damage as she possibly can here. The fires will be spawning in just a moment. She's going to move over to the other side of the room as quickly as she can, but 20% health left to go. Does not look like she's going to be able to get in time now. The blue crush and the fire is just too much to deal with. And down she goes. Good try, but just not quite enough damage to finish that off.
Toasty.
Alright guys, I'm going to do 2 more fights and then call it for tonight. I've got a whole bunch of other work to get done. Thanks everybody so much for hanging out though. I do this every Sunday and Monday night starting at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to check this out in the future if you like. Ooh, here we go. Mux up against Millhouse Manastorm. He almost had that kill last time with some terrible spawns. If he can get some good spawns here and put out the damage he did last time, he may be able to actually get this kill. And there it is. That's a perfect first spawn. This is going to be a very, very good attempt here for Mux. This could be the RNG that he needs. Can he get a good second spawn? Does he even need a good second spawn? I don't know. He had the worst possible spawns last time around. We'll have to see what can end up happening here. The numbers is all oh my god, that is an amazing second spawn. Again, right now, so many people who have tried this are just crying in their pancakes. They wish he actually decided to kill that second one. I don't think he needed to kill that one at all. I don't know why he killed that. That's actually bad that he killed that. That's actually just wrong. He could have absorbed it, and even if he couldn't have, he didn't need to worry about Millhouse getting too many stacks just yet. Anyway, he's already at 81 though. And if he can continue to put out the damage, ooh, he's actually low on health. He needs to avoid dying. But let's see the amount of damage he'll be able to put out here. He's about to hit maximum stacks. There he goes, popping Ascendance and all of his cooldowns, healing himself up to full in a hurry. Putting out as much damage as possible. Millhouse dropping like a fly down to 43% health already. He's actually so far ahead of the DPS timer that his percentage is lower than the amount of time remaining. 35 seconds remaining, 20% of Millhouse's health to get through. This one is in the bag for Mux. All he has to do is stay alive. 12% on Millhouse. 11% does kill off a couple of those power crystals. Knows he's got this. He just needs to keep Millhouse from getting to those 100 stacks. He's at 78. 5% health remaining on Millhouse at this point. 4%, 2%, and down he goes. That is our second Millhouse kill of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mux is victorious, and down goes Millhouse.
Impressive.